It's been a while, but we're finally back with the Montreal Canadiens franchise rebuild with our star-studded MTL roster. And just a quick reminder, it's been a while, so let's take a look at our roster here with the Montreal Canadiens. First line, Reed Dunham, 90 overall. Second line, Nick Suzuki, 91 overall. Caulfield, 91 overall. Shane Street, 88 overall. But if I can speak properly, we got the +4 on that second line as well. Jordan Gavin, 91 overall, and Slavkovsky, 91 overall. Realistically, we probably get Gavin on that first line, but we do lose the +5. Slavkovsky playing the second line there, and then we have Emil Heineman, I say it different every time, Owen Beck, Josh Waugh, and then we got Philip Missar, Sean Farrell, and William Vaughn Barkanovachov, and Sergei Nikolin, who is a medium elite defenseman, playing on that top pairing with David Reinbacher. We also have McGrath, and we also have Jamie Drysdale, and we didn't have him there because of the morale issues. Caden Gooley and Zane Perrick at the 84+1. So looking at this roster, and obviously in the net, Spencer Knight with Nikita Quap as the backup tender. So our team is absolutely disgusting. There's no excuse why this should not be a President's Trophy winning team. There's no excuse why we don't win the Stanley Cup, in my opinion. So far, Reed Dunham doesn't have a goal here, but 5 assists in 4 games. Suzuki, 5 points in 4 games, and Caulfield, 7 points in 4 games. The second line has been dynamite to start the year, though. Shane Street, 6 goals, 2 helpers, 8 points in 4 games. Jordan Gavin, the complete opposite, 1 goal, 7 assists. And then obviously Slavkovsky, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. So the question this year, can one of these superstars, lead the team in scoring and lead the NHL? I feel like Caulfield has been really efficient for us, but we gotta shake something up because we haven't even not made the Stanley Cup Finals yet in this franchise mode, and we gotta keep it running here. The Montreal Canadiens, this is as good as your roster is gonna get. I want to quickly take a look at the contract situation before I start the simulation here. So right now we have about $3.5 million in cap, but Nick Suzuki is due for a contract extension he wants about $11 million. So we're going to have to kind of account for that. Heineman, we're finally probably going to lose him this year. He wants $5 million, which is not terrible for an 87 overall signing. Owen Beck is going to want a contract this year, about $3 million. Caden Gooley most likely will not be able to bring $1 million. I'll bring Caden Gooley back right now. $1 million, done. I'll try offering that contract extension for Gooley. A $3 million save on that one. And then we have Missar, who's going to need a contract. Let's take a look. $1 million for him as well. And I might just sign that right now, $1 million. And if we need to, we could trade him. Van Barkanov, we don't need to worry too much about him. And then looking at the goaltender situation, we do got to sign Quap. Quap is not going to want too much money, so I don't. It looks like he actually might grow a little bit, which is interesting. So I'm going to go 2 years at 8250. Should accept that deal right there. But the big thing is what we're going to do with Nick Suzuki. Obviously, a player I want to keep on this roster, but we're going to have to move at least one of these players if we want to bring him in, as we have a $9 million, $9 million, $9 million. Well, he's going to be 11, $9 million, 8.5, $9 million, 7.3, 6.4 on Reinbacher, Perrick, 5.2. Gooley is going to go down to $1 million. It's going to be tight. The contracts are definitely going to be a little bit tighter coming up in this offseason, but we don't need to worry about it now. This year, we are simulating the entire season. Our next game, we're 3-0-1. Gooley accepts the contract offer, and we are playing a divisional rival in the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's get this season underway once again. I believe this is year 6 now, as the Montreal Canadiens go to the Air Canada Centre to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. First period, 2-0 for the Montreal Canadiens. It's Reed Dunham scoring his first of the season, and Jamie Drysdale getting one past, who their goaltender now is Tristan Jarry. Second period, the Leafs come storming back as Tyler Bertuzzi gets a goal on Spencer Knight, as well as John Tavares, as we head into the third period, being outshot slightly here, 30-22. Let's turn up the pressure, and no one other than Reed Dunham gets the job done. Power play, Shane Street gets in on the scoring, another power play, can't capitalize, but we now have a 2-goal lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs with 2 minutes left in the game. Reed Dunham completes the hat trick. Let's go. His first 3 goals of the season as the 2 top lines come to play. Caulfield with 3 helpers, Spencer Knight with a big game, Reed Dunham with 4 points. That's the thing about this roster. Every single night, someone on this roster can take over and score a hat trick without a doubt. Quap also accepts our contract offer, and we're going up against another tough team. The New York Rangers are 3-1-0. We are 4-0-1. Let's keep it going though. First period, it's Jordan Gavin scoring his second of the year on Thatcher Demko. So obviously a really good goaltender to replace Shesterkin. Second period, 1-1 as we have Nikita Quap in the game, fresh off his big contract extension, and he's only letting 1 goal on 28 shots so far as Pavel Zacha gets behind him. But third period, power play. This is where we capitalize. A long one, can't get anything through on Thatcher Demko. Another power play shut down once again, as this is a duel between both goaltenders. Power play late. Do we have a hero? And if we lose this game, it's on our offense. But Reed Dunham gets a massive goal with 8 seconds left past Thatcher Demko as he keeps his hot streak going. What a game from the Montreal Canadiens. And Nikita Quap with 35 saves. Well worth that $800K I just gave him. And Dunham gets another big goal. These slow simulations are kind of fun right now. Let's go again. Another one. Let's go get another one here. Massar accepts the contract as well. So we're 5-0-1. The next up on the list, the 2-4-0 St. Louis Blues. We're back on home ice here. First period. Oh, yeah, that's what I love to see. Suzuki, Captain Nick scores 2 big goals. Reed Dunham, as per usual, gets a goal himself as well. Second period, Nick Suzuki completes the hat trick. And now, you know, I wasn't lying. At any point, one of these forwards can pop a hat trick as Shane Street adds to the offensive onslaught to make it 5-0. Reed Dunham gets his second of the game and his 3rd straight goal in 3 games after not scoring the entire year. Dvorsky breaks the shutout. Spencer Knight gets another goal, but 6-2. Are we going to score one more? It's going to finish 6-2 here. Let's go take a look at the 3 stars. Once again, Suzuki 4 points. Caulfield with another 3 apples. Reed Dunham with another 2 goals. And the offense is looking filthy. Suzuki 14 points. Those were only his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th goal of the regular season. Let me go to the Ottawa Senators game. I don't really care if we lose against Philly, but another divisional rival. That'll be a fun one to kind of simulate and watch. And against the Philadelphia Flyers, another big game, 5-4 win as the offense is cooking. The Ottawa Senators are 2-8-0, which means they are probably going to beat the undefeated Montreal Canadiens in regulation somehow. First period, 1-1, Slavkovsky and Anglin get goals. Second period, 1-1, shots 27-18 in favor of the Ottawa Senators. But it looks like Artemi Panarin is now in the Ottawa Senators as he breaks through and gives them the second goal of the game. And the 2-8-0 Ottawa Senators are in a position to beat the Canadiens. Can Montreal score late to keep their regulation undefeated streak alive? And it's unable. I told you the Ottawa Senators would find a way to beat us. The way the NHL simulation goes, Panarin, Halverson, 37 saves. Let's get this slow simulation going here. We'll probably check up. Let's do half the season, then we'll check back in here. We're going to go to maybe this Florida Panthers game and see how the Montreal Canadiens do. So obviously a lot we can do with this franchise mode. Right now, 3 losses in a row, all in regulation, 11-2 loss. That is not pretty. But I think in the comments below, let me know what we want to do with Nick Suzuki. Obviously, to keep Nick Suzuki on the team, which I think is more, I'm leaning more towards that than not. We would have to get rid of one of our superstars, obviously. That can be Shane Street, Reed Dunham. It can be a plethora of different players. I mean, Caulfield. I think keeping Caulfield and Suzuki would be the best for the series. You want to keep those studs around. 2 games in a row where we got shut out. I don't like to see that. But we bounce back with another 2 big wins. Florida, make that 3. 18-9-2. So first in the division. Oh, the Detroit Red Wings are first in the division. This looks like a year. Detroit, a team here, 2-1 overtime loss. It looks like a year where we should just clean sweep. I wish I understood the NHL simulation a little bit more. But again, Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, I feel like should retire as Montreal Canadiens in this franchise rebuild, as the San Jose Sharks fire their coach, and they probably should do that in real life as well. Actually, they're on a 3-game winning streak, I think, too. Sebastian Aho, the defenseman from the Ottawa Senators, we do not want that trade. I'm happy with the team that we have on the ice right now, and these trades are killing me. Not even anyone on our trade block. I know there's assets that we want. But 29, 11, and 3 here. Looking pretty solid if you ask me. A lot of these trade requests are coming up. The Carolina Hurricanes, 8-6 win. And I'm going to take my prediction here. Leading the team in scoring, I think it's going to be Nick Suzuki, but I'm actually going to go in a different direction. And I'm going to say, I want to say Shane Street, but I don't think so. Oh, just sneezed. Holy God. I'm going to go ahead and say Reed Dunham. Reed Dunham. And it is Jordan Gavin. 65 assists in 78 games. Wow. We're 34, 13, and 3. Caulfield and Suzuki right behind, 70, 73. Caulfield at 35 goals. Shane Street has 40 goals in 50 games, essentially. We got Reed Dunham at 60 points, Slavkovsky at 59, and then obviously a huge drop-off. But everyone in our top 6 is above a point per game by quite a margin here. But Gavin, that's the interesting part. If we do end up losing Nick Suzuki, Jordan Gavin can definitely take over first-line center role without a doubt in my mind, especially 92 overall. He's been really good since coming over in the draft. Suzuki, Shane Street, I mean, just everyone on the Montreal Canadiens are dominating. You can see the massive drop off. You got everyone 20 plus goals or so, and then the next best 4, 7, 8. This is hilarious. But let's go take a look at the entire league here and see if it is Jordan Gavin leading the way. And it's Jordan Gavin, Patrick Laine, and Johnny Gaudreau right behind. Caulfield, Gensel, McDavid. But goal scoring wise, who is it? It's Patrick Laine, Pastrnak, Shane Street, Connor McDavid, Kucherov, and Cole Caulfield, all having ridiculous output this year. Let's just finish off the season here. Let's go. We got to go find the Ottawa Senators. We got to redeem ourselves versus the team that took everything from us. By everything, I mean our first regulation loss. And it looks like it's about a month away here. 8-7 win. That's definitely going to help. 8-2 win, 7-5 win, 9-3. We're just scoring just massacres. 2-1 loss, but then we end up scoring only 1 goal. But that's okay. LA, 11 goals, 5 goals. I'm not even going to worry about the trade deadline. No action needs to be had there. But this by far must be the best team I've ever had in a franchise mode. This Montreal Canadiens team, we've had some issues, we can say. But I think we've turned it around and really are leaning on some of our top 6 superstars to get the job done, as we're going back to battle with the Ottawa Senators. This time, we're taking them down. Ain't no chance we're losing to them again. First period, 1-1, Timmy Stu and Cole Caulfield. Second period, 3-2, Heineman and Cole Caulfield. So is it Cole Caulfield's turn to get his hat trick this year? And there it is. Ask and you shall receive. That's in this simulation. We've simulated 6 games or so. 3 different players with hat tricks so far, as the Ottawa Senators again. absolutely pumped here with 45 shots again. Suzuki scores to make it 6-2 as the Montreal Canadiens are going to reach 50 shots against the poor Ottawa Senators. That is an absolute beatdown. The 3 stars, Caulfield 4 points, Heenman with 2 points, and Reed Dunham also with 2 points. Wow, this roster is just, there's something special about them. But let's take a look here and see. Gavin's at 104 points, by the way, in 68 games. Jordan Gavin is already 83 assists. He might be able to get to 130-ish points, 140 points. I don't know what the highest I've ever seen in NHL simulation is. I think it's about 137-ish. So I wonder if he can break that. Normally the players do tend to slow down, but those are some big games. 4 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals, 6 goals again, 3 goals. Okay, let's pump Ottawa. 8-5 loss, 4-3, 5 goals there, 7 goals there. And last game, we can get 60 wins in the regular season. If we win this one, 2-1 in the first period. We got Quap in the nets, Beck. Second period, 4 big goals. Shane Street with 2 goals. Is it his time for the hat trick? Caulfield and McGrath. All right, heading into the third period, 460 wins here. We just need to hold on. Mika Zibanejad gets a goal. I'd like to see a goal from Shane Street to complete the hat trick, but Adam Fox gets another one passed as we have a 5-5 game with 5 minutes left in the game. This is for 60 wins, Montreal. Come on. Can we do it? Who's going to be the 60 goal scorer winner for a 60 win season goal scorer? Come on. Who is it going to be? It's going to shootout, and we end up falling in shootout. We fall in the third period, collapse. 59 wins. Next year. There's always next year. There's always next year, but I imagine President's Trophy. The Toronto Maple Leafs in round number 1. That is going to be an interesting matchup there. And let's go take a look. How many points did Gavin get? I'm going to go ahead and say Jordan Gavin finished with 127 points, 102 assists. Wow. Okay. 102 assists. 100 assists. I was 2 off. That's not that bad. Caulfield, 57 goals, 120 points. Shane Street, 66 goals. Oh my God. And this is our second line. Gavin and Street are on our second line. We have 5, yeah, you heard me, 5 100-point players, almost 6, ridiculous, 97. I mean, like, is it even fair for the NHL? Is it even fair? No, probably not. Entire league, Gavin, Caulfield, 1 and 2. Don't imagine anyone outscored. Okay, there we go. Shane Street and Patrick Laine actually tie with 66 goals apiece. Shane Street with 371 shots. That's insane. McDavid behind him, Matthews, Zibanejad. But what a season from the Montreal Canadiens. I got to see their goals for per game. Goals for per game, 4.44, and only allowing just above 3. Power play percentage, 31%. Penalty kill percentage, 82%. Best in our division. Shorthanded goals for. Home ice were untouchable. 33, 6, and 2. Let's get it. Let's do the playoffs too. Let's do the playoffs. I owe you guys a couple, playoff series here. As a little lackadaisy in these videos. So let's get it started. The Montreal Canadiens, the Toronto Maple Leafs, a divisional rival matchup. Let's take care of business here. I expect the Stanley Cup 8-2 win. It's 5-4 loss, 2-1 overtime loss. Okay, game 4 is actually a pretty big game here. You don't want to fall down 3-1 in the postseason. First period, 2-2. Mitch Marner, Maher, Massar, and Jamie Drysdale. Second period, Matthew scores 2. Okay, we need to show up. Montreal, we cannot lose here in round number 1. This is the best team probably to ever grace the ice in the NHL history. Come on, show me Shane Street. Oh God, 6-3 loss. We're down 3-1 against the Montreal Canadiens. Or against the Toronto Maple Leafs, sorry. Okay, we got to figure something out. We need 3 straight wins. Do we make a line change here? I think we got to make a quick line change. And it's nothing against Suzuki. or Caulfield. But we're going like this. This has got to happen. Gavin, Street, get on that first line. It's time to dominate here. Let's go. Game number 5. We got to wrap off 3 straight here. No better team to do it against a team that always chokes in the first round. Come on, Montreal, on home ice. Shane Street and Sean Farrell. That's what I like to see. Street gets the promotion and scores right away. Second period, Street scores his second of the game. So I guess putting Shane Street on that first line is not a bad idea, as Josh Waugh scores to make it 4-0. Power play. Just keep pounding them. A good game from our goaltender here so far. 29 saves. 3, 2, 1. And we are going to game number 6. Thanks from an effort from Shane Street and Spencer Knight, who has a 33 save shutout. Love to see that. And we're going straight into game number 6. We're on the road for game number 6. If we make it to game 7, there's no chance we lose. Absolutely no chance. Let's get past Toronto in game 6 here. 1-0. Nick Suzuki on that second line gets one past Tristan Jarry. Second period, Josh Waugh scores in back-to-back games. Haven't given up a goal in 5 periods. I definitely just jinxed it. But come on, Montreal. Just keep scoring. It's your eye, Slavkovsky, making it 3-0. Penalty kill. It's a long one. Come on. And they finally get one through. But we answer back right away as the shutout streak gets snapped at almost 2 full games. And here we are. Game number 7. Everything on the line. The potential of an upset over the Toronto Maple Leafs. 3 straight games. The team known for choking in game 7s. Let's go. First period. 1-1. 2 power play markers. Shane Street and Willie Nylander. Second period. Okay. So game 7, we're going to be down by a goal. Hutsko, Max Domi, Mitch Marner. We got one from Heenman and Jamie Drysdale. Getting outshot on home ice here. Power play. This is the perfect time to even it up. Unable to capitalize here. And is this scoreboard what the series is going to be? Reed Dunham makes it 4-4. And it looks like we are in next goal wins territory. Heenman scores a massive goal as the Montreal Canadiens up 5-4 with a minute left. And there it is. The Montreal Canadiens come back from 3-1 down to win the series as the Toronto Maple Leafs once again pull off a historical choke in the postseason, and Reed Dunham has himself a series. I really like the way Shane Street and Jordan Gavin are on that first line. That's 3 straight wins. I'm not going to switch up anything. And in round 2, we have a team that swept in round 1, the Detroit Red Wings. And let's continue to dominate here. Up 2-1 in the series. Game 4, can we take a 3-1 series? There it is. Let's slow sim. Finish it right here. We have a 3-1 series lead, a stranglehold over the Detroit Red Wings. First period, 1-1. Vaughn Barkanoff, thingy Majad, Shane Street, Alex DeBrincat, and we can end the series right here as Klim Kostin gets a goal for the Detroit Red Wings. Penalty kill, able to kill it off. Let's go on to the offensive now. Being slightly outshot, another penalty kill. Come on, we still have 8 minutes left. Let's get rid of Detroit quick. Make it quick and easy. 4, 3, 2, Shane Street can't get it done here, and we will be going to game number 6. And is this the time that we now choke? No, absolutely not. We're going to sim to game number 7. Not even worried about it. We're going to beat Detroit right there. 6-5 loss. Okay, 2 big losses. We're on home ice, though. We have home ice for game number 7, our second game number 7 of these postseason. First period, Jordan Gavin gets it done even before I can simulate the first period. He gets one past Philip Gustafson. Second period, Jamie Drysdale and Mo Sider. They kind of look like, opposite brothers is what I would say. But going into the third period, we're getting outshot pretty heavily here on home ice. Come on, Spencer Knight, hold down the fort. Okay, Montreal, we need another goal. We need another goal. We're getting dominated offensively. Just keep getting those shots up. And there it is. Ask and you shall receive. Cole Caulfield gets a big goal. And Spencer Knight absolutely steals game number 7. A 41 save performance. Jordan Gavin, 3 points. The first line shows up when you need the most. And the Montreal Canadiens are headed to the third round, I believe for the first time in the franchise mode, where we have fellow 66 goal scorer, Mr. Patrick Laine. So this should be a high scoring series, 5-4, 5-0, 8-2. So there's going to be some big games, 7-1 loss. Let's keep it going here. 4-3, okay. If we want to make it to the finals, we got to win 2 straight against the Columbus Blue Jackets, a high-powered offensive team. Come on, we can do this. First period, 1-0 Caulfield. Second period, 1-0. Oh my God, Gavin scores so quick. We held them to only 13 shots so far. Come on, Montreal. A best defense is a great offense. And Owen Beck answers my call with a huge goal as the Montreal Canadiens up 3-0, but Patrick Laine, never count him out, scores a goal after a 66, but Caden Gooley gets the job done. 4-1 for the Montreal Canadiens as we, for the third series in a row, are headed to overtime. Just kidding, to Game 7, if I can speak properly. Game 7 on home ice, where we've been absolutely lights out all year. We got to do it once again to play the Vancouver Canucks in the Stanley Cup Finals. A trip to the Stanley Cup Finals. We've had the best of luck in Game 7. Can we continue here? First period, 0-0. Second period, 3-1. Oh, no. Okay, a little bit of controversy here. A little bit of kickback. We were down 3-0, but Suzuki made it 3-1, which is a lot more manageable. Let's get into this third period. Come on, Montreal. If you want to make it, you got to score 2 in this period and not give up 1. Power play. Okay, Slavkovsky gets us right back in the game. 3-2. 10 minutes remaining in this game. Who's going to play hero? Montreal, stand up. We need 1 goal. 1 minute left. 30 seconds, and the Montreal Canadiens have been eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs in Game 7. 3-2 versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. What a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker. Ah!